All right, Steelers fans, buckle up because things just got real in Pittsburgh. With Aaron Rodgers now officially wearing black and gold, it's time to start dreaming big. And by big, I mean giving him the tools he needs to make this offense truly dangerous. Rodgers isn't coming to town to hand the ball off and throw checkdowns all game. No, he's here to compete, to lead, and to push this team back into the elite tier of the NFL. And to do that, he needs more than just DK Metcalf lining up outside. He needs another weapon. Someone who can complement what DK does, stretch the field, run crisp routes, and keep defenses honest. The Steelers front office knows this. They've been active, aggressive, and very clear about their intentions. They want another offensive playmaker. They're not settling for what they've got, even though there's already some talent in the room. But let's be honest, after DK, the drop-off is steep. Robert Woods, Calvin Austin III, Roman Wilson. They're solid, sure, but none of them are true number twos. None of them scream game changer, and that's what you need if you want to make a deep playoff run with Aaron Rodgers under center. So before we even dive into names and rumors, let's break down what Pittsburgh is working with right now. As it stands, the Steelers are heading into the season with a wide receiver group that's good, not great. DK Metcalf is your number one, no doubt. His size, speed, and physicality are elite. He's going to draw attention on every snap. After him, Robert Woods brings veteran savvy and blocking ability, especially useful on early downs. He's a reliable possession guy, but doesn't offer much explosiveness. Calvin Austin III? He's your speedster, a slot option with solid route running. And good after the catch ability. He's fun, but he's limited. Then you've got Roman Wilson, the rookie with potential, especially out of the slot, but still unproven. Beyond that, the depth drops off hard. Ben Skowronek is more of a special team's guy and blocker. Scotty Miller, fast but inconsistent. Brandon Johnson, still developing. So if the Steelers don't add another receiver, you're looking at a four-man rotation that, while serviceable, lacks the punch you need for a Super Bowl caliber offense. And let's be honest, Rodgers needs guys he can trust. Guys who understand complex route trees. Guys who can adjust mid-play, catch back shoulder throws, read defenses the way he does. That's not something you get from just any receiver. So the mission is clear. Find a reliable wide receiver who can step into Robert Woods' current role, but elevate it. Someone bigger, tougher, able to block, but also sharp with his roots. That's crucial because DK Metcalf, for all his gifts, doesn't have the most diverse route tree. He's not the technician Rodgers is used to working with. So adding a precise, experienced route runner would not only balance the offense, it would give Rodgers a second target he can communicate with on the fly. Someone who can adjust when Rodgers audibles at the line or uses one of his famous hand signals to tweak the play mid-snap. Now let's get into the good stuff. The names floating around, the rumors heating up, and who might realistically end up in the Steel City. Let's start with the dream targets. The tier 1 guys who, if available, Pittsburgh should jump on immediately, no questions asked. These are names that fans are excited about, and for good reason, but also ones that might be a bit of a long shot. First up, Terry McLaurin. Look, I know it's unlikely the Commanders are going to part ways with their number 1 guy, but if there's even a sliver of a chance, the Steelers have to pick up the phone. McLaurin is everything you want in a Rodgers-friendly receiver. He's tough, he's smart, he runs elite routes, and he can make plays at every level of the field. He would fit like a glove opposite DK Metcalf. I'm not saying give up a first-round pick, but a second-rounder. Absolutely worth it. Next, Chris Olave from the Saints. Again, not super likely. New Orleans loves this kid, but Pittsburgh has reportedly called about him. And why not? He's one of the cleanest route runners in the league and would pair beautifully with Metcalf. He has speed, separation, ability, and would thrive with a quarterback like Rodgers throwing him the ball. The Colts also have some intriguing options. Michael Pittman Jr. is a big, strong possession receiver who can dominate the short and intermediate game. Alec Pierce, on the other hand, brings more of a vertical threat with his size and speed. Both guys would fit the bill of what Pittsburgh is looking for, but again, it all comes down to whether the Colts are willing to part with him, and that's a big if. So if those tier 1 names are mostly pipe dreams, who are the realistic targets? Let's talk about guys who are actually gettable. Players who would make sense both financially and in terms of team fit. First on that list is Romeo Doubs from the Green Bay Packers. This one just makes sense. He's young, just 25 years old, and already has experience playing with Aaron Rodgers. He knows the system. He knows the expectations, and more importantly, he blocks well, runs sharp routes, and has that physicality Pittsburgh is looking for. People have even called him a budget version of Davante Adams. Not quite the same ball skills, but similar movement and size. If the price is right, this is a move the Steelers need to make. Then there are the veteran free agents, Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen. Two guys who still have plenty left in the tank and would bring immediate credibility to this offense. Cooper, fresh off a stint with the Browns and Bills, still runs some of the cleanest routes in the game. He can play inside or outside, and his footwork is elite. Keenan Allen, now 33, spent last season with the Bears. And while he's lost a step, his route running and football IQ are still top tier. Either one would give Rodgers a go-to option on third down, in the red zone, and late in games. Oh, when it matters most. Another name to watch. Jalen McMillan from the Buccaneers. He had a strong rookie year, but with Tampa Bay drafting Emeka Egbuka and Tez Johnson, plus already having Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, there might be a logjam. If the Bucs are willing to deal, Pittsburgh should be interested. McMillan is young, dynamic, and fits the mold of what the Steelers want to add. A versatile, route-savvy receiver with room to grow. Now, if you're looking for a bit more of a long shot, but still a potential contributor, you've got guys like Adam Thielen. He's older, sure, but still has great hands, smart routes, and knows how to find soft spots in the zone. Plus, the Steelers reportedly had interest at last year's trade deadline, so don't be shocked if his name comes up again. There's also Tier 3, the depth options. Guys who might not be your dream target, but who can still bring something to the table. Dontavian Wicks is one of those guys. He's a strong route runner, solid blocker, and plays with a physical edge, but he's had some issues with drops. Trey Palmer is lightning fast, a true vertical and YAC threat. And despite being just 190 pounds, he throws his body around as a blocker. The Steelers have reportedly inquired about him, and it makes sense. His explosiveness would give this offense another gear. John Mechie from Houston is another interesting one. He hasn't had his breakout moment yet, but he's got the tools. Route running, toughness, hands. Jalen Coker out of Carolina brings good size, reliable hands, and crafty routes. Gabe Davis is a wild card. He's had big games in Buffalo, but struggled when Josh Allen wasn't feeding him the ball. Still, he has size, speed, and experience. The Steelers even brought him in for a visit, though he's also meeting with the Saints, so we'll see. Then there's Allen Lazard. Look, no sugarcoating it. He hasn't been good, but he knows Rodgers. If it's a 7th-round pick to reunite them, maybe. It wouldn't be my top move, but it wouldn't be shocking either. And just to throw it out there, yes, there have been whispers about the Steelers kicking the tires on a tight end instead of a wide receiver. Names like Jonnu Smith and Kyle Pitts have come up. Smith, who made the Pro Bowl last year in Miami, is interesting but could be too pricey. Pitts, meanwhile, was drafted by Arthur Smith when he was in Atlanta. But his production and tape haven't matched his potential, and the Falcons are reportedly asking for a day 2 pick. That feels like too much for a guy still trying to find his footing in the league. Bottom line, Pittsburgh wants another weapon. They know they need one, and while a tight end isn't out of the question, it seems far more likely they'll go the receiver route. For me, the best bets are Romeo Doubs, Amari Cooper, or Keenan Allen. Those are the names I would circle in red if I were in that front office. If you can swing a trade for one of the Tier 1 guys, fantastic. But realistically, Dobbs or one of the savvy vets feels more likely. And honestly, just as valuable when you've got a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers pulling the strings. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. A seismic tremor is reportedly rippling through the NFL as whispers from deep within league circles suggest a monumental trade has been finalized, sending shockwaves across the AFC North. Sources speaking on condition of anonymity due to the sensitive nature of the ongoing negotiations indicate that the Cleveland Browns have reportedly struck a deal to send quarterback DESHAUN to their bitter rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. This unconfirmed but increasingly persistent rumor has ignited a firestorm of speculation, leaving fans and analysts alike in a state of stunned disbelief. If true, the implications of such a move are staggering. Watson, a Pro Bowl talent known for his dual threat capabilities, has been a central figure in Cleveland's recent offensive schemes. His departure to Pittsburgh, a team that has long grappled with quarterback stability since Ben Roethlisberger's retirement, would undoubtedly reshape the power dynamics of the division. The Browns, having invested heavily in Watson, would seemingly be making a drastic strategic shift, prompting intense debate about their future direction and their plans for the quarterback position. The Steelers, on the other hand, would instantly acquire a proven commodity capable of elevating their offense to new heights. The prospect of Watson operating within Pittsburgh's storied franchise with their strong defense and offensive weapons is a tantalizing one for the Steelers faithful. This rumored trade, if it comes to fruition, would not only be one of the most surprising moves in recent NFL history, but also a testament to the league's constant ebb and flow of talent and strategy. The buzz is deafening, and the football world awaits official confirmation or denial of this earth-shattering possibility. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.